Alright, we're here streaming another Blitz Pro League game, 5 versus 5 Twisted, including tank bans. The tank bans for this matchup, for Alphanique versus Resurgence, are 215B, Progetto 65, STP, T22 Fosh, and I didn't get to see the last one. But, anyways, we're on Black Goldville for this first match, for the first two games, after which the switch spawns. Looks like Team Resurgence is taking E100, 50B, T57, T95V6, an interesting tank, and the IS4. While we have Team Alphanique taking a 50B, double 50B, 62, and triple 62A. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Looks like both teams are taking B-oriented strats, a bit interesting. They're going above B. Looks like neither team is getting on B though. The Alpha takes a shot from the 57 or the T95V6, and it looks like they're going to be moving around with this little bit of information that they have. T95V6 is going to be moving into B here, trying to cap it, possibly triggering a quick movement from Team Alphanique. Now everyone, all of Team Alphanique is pushing into B, trying to clear the T95E6 and the 57. He goes down really fast. Really good focus fire right there, but they've also taken quite a bit of damage in return. They're being punished pretty hard for it. HPs are still decently even, about 1,000, now 600 HP difference. 57 goes down right there. It's going to be a 5 guns on 3. Now, this is going to be the interesting part. Again, the E100 and the 50B are way out of the fight. IS4 is going to go down really fast right here. He's out. They've traded 3 tanks for 1. The focus fire here is absolutely devastating them. Karma's on a clip reload, Insecticide's still reloading. Now they're going to be moving in, Alphanique is going to be moving in, trying to clear the 50B. Insecticide puts a huge HE shot into CK, but it doesn't really matter. It's just extra damage at this point. 50B goes down, Insecticide's the last one. He was on full HP, but it doesn't matter again. The tank and gun advantage is way too big at this point. Very solid movement right there, getting into B very quickly. The double 50Bs and 62As, very mobile combo, and a lot of firepower there. The 50Bs with the front loading damage and the 62As with the sustained DPM. Here we have the 50Bs putting in their clips, almost took 2 clips worth of damage between the two, or 4 clips worth. Very solid combo right there. Now, teams are going to have a swap spawns. So the last ban tank was actually Batchat 25T, actually pretty interesting. We're going to be seeing a Sheridan. That's the first time I've seen the tank played in any of these games that I've streamed so far. About 4 matchups worth and like 12 maybe games. First Sheridan here. To be fair, they've been banned quite a few times. I think teams are afraid to see what's... we're not going to see a Sheridan. So sad. But again, we're going to have a lot of clip potential here. They're going to be swapping... Team Alphanique is going to be swapping 62A for an IS4. 50B for a 4005. Potentially some more changes here, not sure. But Team Resurgence is going to be swapping the U100 for a 113. 140 is going to be played at 268. Potentially a 57 if he resis up in that. Yeah, Alphanique only swapped an IS4 for a 62A, and maybe not even then. There's still some changes going on here. Yeah, so that's the only change that happened there. Black Goldville swapped spawns. We'll have to see what the teams do this time. Right as we're loading in here, get this recam up. Looks like Resurgence is going to be moving towards B and A again. Same for Alphanique. Again, it looks like they're going to be taking above B pretty aggressively. However, Team Resurgence is actually going to go up even further, up towards A. However, the 62A of Alphanique has been spotted and hasn't spotted anyone else. A little bit interesting there. It must have been poking without a bush, and Karma and the T96 E6 are protected by the bush. However, they still know that their other team is going to be, Team Resurgence is going to be going towards A. Alpha is going to be spotting a little bit before he gets onto B. He gets onto B now. Now we have here, both teams are going to be getting onto cabs. However, Alphanique is actually going to be getting C and B here, while Resurgence is only getting A. Now they have to push out. They're going to be down on caps, and this cap advantage is only going to give them about a minute, almost 2 minutes worth of time before they lose to cap points. So they're on a time crunch here. Karma is going to be going out wide, trying to get some angles, but the 50Bs are potentially going to either they get spotted or they're just going to check Karma there. One of the 50Bs over here has been spotted, so they know that they can't really push that. Team Resurgence can't really push that. Really solid setup here by Alphanique. They're going to be rotating around to receive the inevitable push from Team Resurgence. It looks like Desperado's moving in a little bit more, potentially taking some fire from the 50Bs, but it looks like he's pretty safe right now. The 50Bs aren't really in the best positions to fire right now, but they're going to be very quick to rotate. Looks like Team Resurgence is moving towards A, or around A, trying to get into the back of Team Alphanique, and it looks like Viet is going to. They're actually going in towards B now, straight up towards B. Desperado takes a shot moving in, but it's gonna be a really fast push here. They're gonna be trying to do the same idea that they did to the that they lost to last time. Insecticide's on B right now. Black Mary's crossing out in the open, gets hammered for that. Insecticide's low but out of harm's way. Desperado takes a shot. Dragons is taking damage from Insecticide, I believe. Viet takes a huge hit, or a bunch of hits. He's going to be taken down here by CK Golden Nuggets. Alpha's also in a bit of strife there. Karma hasn't really put in a lot of shots though. It looks like Alpha goes down here. Doobie is on B, but he's going to be taken out by 50B. Black Mary's in trouble here as he's getting pincered by Insecticide in the 113 and Karma in the 140. He's going to pick him up here. Insecticide goes down as well. The cap points are about to mean that Alphanique wins here. Wow, Dragons goes down, but not fast enough. Still, the HP advantage was pretty far against Resurgence's favor. Again, the 50B's putting in clips effectively there. A lot of good rotations there. Dragons took a lot of damage, but he also dealt a lot. Or never mind, it was Black Mary. Black Mary is the one that crossed in the open and got hammered for it. Dragons was in a solid position on the outskirts of B area, and he was pretty much shooting down the B lane right there. He was farming damage effectively there in that position that he took. 57 not being able to put a lot of damage in. The 57 is not very good at pushes compared to the 50B, just because it's not nearly as mobile. The armor isn't that much better, and the clip, like, compared to a 50B in pushes, is just not as good. For open pushes, at least. For town, it is a little bit better. But that was in a town fight. Now, the next map we're going to be playing on is Dynasty's Pearl. Same tank bans, but different lineups here. We have double 50Bs again with an IS-4 and a 62A, but Team Alphanique has swapped a 62A for a Sheridan. Now it looks like we are going to be seeing some Sheridan action. I'm pretty excited to see what happens with this. I might be a little bit distracted by the Sheridan, so please pardon me. Looks like Resurgence is going to be taking a 50B a mouse, T9056 again, and IS4, possibly a 57 again if he readies up in that, but it could be something else. Just waiting to see what Resurgence takes as their last tank. Again, Alphanique is taking some very good, very interesting strats here. Getting the cap advantage, or just collapsing very effectively with autoloaders and DPM onto Resurgence's tanks. Resurgence potentially not being able to make enough of capitalization on Alphanique's sort of aggressive plays, not playing more defensively or like more carefully, but we'll have to see how they react. It could be a 3-0 if Alphanique wins here. They will pick up the match. So it looks like Resurgence has readied up a WZ121. Very interesting tank choice, considering the recent buffs it got. It's actually a very solid DPM platform now. The turret is solid. It has always been solid, besides the cupolas, but they're hard to hit. And what makes it special now is the highest alpha of all mediums by pretty decent margin. 420 alpha puts it 70 above 105 mediums alphas of 350. And they also buffed the reload, so it's actually very good DPM now. So we have Alphanique going towards C, while Resurgence is moving their ways towards A. Sheridan actually gets onto B very quickly. Potentially very solid play right here, but Viet's going to be trying to go for the reset. He's not going to get it off, and he takes a hit in return. Not for free though, he does return a shot to the 50B. Alphanique's actually going to be taking A as well here. Insecticide and the mouse is going to be meeting double 50Bs here, but not really a huge threat to him, to be fair. Puts a shot into the 50B, sounds like a shot trap. He could be taking some damage in return. He takes one shot, bounces one, and gets penned by another one. Desperado is... It looks like they're going to be moving their way into C from B onto these 50Bs here. 50Bs potentially out of position. They're going to be being pushed by the 1-2-1 and Insecticide and IS-4. Karma's bounces a shot on the 50B, but he's clipping now. CK is going to have to screen and share HP for him. Viet's taking a lot of damage. He's actually going to go down. Karma's taking a hit as well from the Sheridan. He's not going to go down to the 50B though. Blackberry has to pen a shot here, or Alpha. Karma bounces a shot from the back. Finally going down to Black Mary. Desperado takes a huge hit from the Sheridan. Black Mary's gonna have to pick him up here. Alphanique still has a slight HP advantage by about 800, but CK's got a full clip here. He's gonna be looking to put 2 more shots into the mouse here. Black Mary puts it. The mouse goes down. 50B is now left 1 versus 3, but CK is gonna be screening, blocking damage for Black Mary, and Black Mary goes out, takes a hit. Sheridan puts a shot into the 50B. 50B only has 1 left in the chamber. He's gonna have to have some extraordinarily good skills or luck to survive, but he does not pull it off. again, Alphanique taking solid double cap strat. Resurgence not being able to put in resets in time. Sheridan getting the cap for free, actually putting out quite a bit of damage there. Penned all his shots. 50B putting in some work there as well. Again, a lot of people get caught off guard by the 50B's DPM. Sure, it has a long reload and a good window that you can engage it with, but the DPM, if you don't shut them down fast enough, which is hard to do, it seems, in this 5 versus 5, you will be punished for it. The focus fire on Resurgence's part, probably not the best. Also, kind of like the low DPM of the mouse and the IS4 might have hurt them there on the push, but in any case, that was the final match. Resurgence loses to Alphanique, and Alphanique takes a point in the round robin section of this Blitz Pro League tournament.